Power Project family, this clip is brought to you by cocaine. I mean the cold plunge, because they pretty much do the same thing. Enjoy the clip.
Both Stan started off in bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Steve, it sounds like you start off doing like as heavy as you can for as many reps as possible. So you're moving a lot of volume. So inadvertently, even though you were doing that, you were doing bodybuilding because of all of the volume. Like you were gaining muscle pretty fast. A lot of young guys and women, when they see powerlifting, let's say they're a new strength athlete, and they haven't even built volume up. They just go straight into lifting heavy loads, right? And they haven't built a basic muscle. We had Andre Milanic even said, when we had him on the podcast, he was like, you should spend your first 3 years volume training. Build a capacity for volume so that now when you go and you try to lift heavy, you don't break yourself, right?
Yeah.
So if a lifter is getting into this and they're like, I want to power lift, but they don't have anything on their frame, should they focus on bodybuilding or should they find a way to focus on bodybuilding and lifting heavy too?
I put like a couple of programs we recommend are like Starting Strength, which is great because it is Starting Strength. 531 with Jim Wendler. Programs like that, I think early on you should touch the main lifts. I would do less lifts and I would do them more frequently. So like we had a kid, we've done this a million times. We had a kid at our gym, I think he was he's 16. First day, he squats, like 95 for 10. It was ugly. I had to hold his heels down. I'm like, he's trying to come up, and I'm like, keep him down. I had to physically hold him down. Yeah. So we just benched and squatted and then a lot of upper back. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I think he ended up putting 180 pounds on his squat in a year. Now, again, same thing. And we would just do, it was like everybody's like, well, what percentages? A beginner doesn't need percents because your max is changing. So, we would say if you can do 10, then the next workout you can go up. If you got 8, you had to keep that weight so you could get 10. You could never fall below 6. He put on 108. Could you imagine putting 180 in? But all he did was squat, bench, and upper back. Then when that started to plateau, we added in deadlift and overhead press and did the same thing. So then it became like, Monday would be squat, bench. Wednesday was deadlift, overhead press. Then it was squat, bench. Then the next week would be deadlift, overhead press, squat, bench. So we just rotated like that. And then eventually you plateaued out on that. And that takes you to like an intermediate lifter, which means now you have a weak spot. I love when guys like, I'm working my weak spot, like full body.
Were there accessories in there, by the way, or was it just
upper back, like pull-ups and rows?
Okay.
That was it. Okay. And he got big. He got stronger. We had him drinking a gallon of milk a day. We had him, his assignment was to eat a frozen pizza. His parents didn't have a ton of money. So we said, you get a frozen pizza every night. And kind of the Jay and Blakely, put olive oil on it. Do whatever you got to do. More calories per bite. Everybody's so convicted in their ways, and I guess they should be, but I look at it different. Like the more naturally gifted you are for something, the less you need to do. So for example, we all have a body part that we, like not to tease them, like Stan's calves. Stan does calves 3 days a week religiously. The only body part I have that looks good are my calves. And everybody's like, what do you do for your calves? I don't do, like the secret's out. I've never done a calf raise. I do a lot of glute ham calf raises, but that's it. Yeah. Everybody's like, what do you do for your calves? First thing everybody asks me, I don't do anything. So is that the program then? We all know somebody who can eat what they want and they're ripped. And so it's like, oh, dieting's stupid. I eat what I want. Well, it's stupid for you, but the rest of us have to do either keto or carnivore or vertical or whatever it is we do. So the more, like I looked at when Chad Wesley Smith came out to our gym, his knees are bigger than my hips.
Oh. Yeah,
he's huge.
So, it's funny when he's like, all you need to build a squat is a squat rack. It's like, maybe you.
Right.
But for the rest of us, maybe we need some belt squats. Maybe we need some hack squats.
I want to touch upon this a little bit because I think what's missing. I love what you said early about lift light, but lift frequently.
Yeah.
And I think for some kids or somebody that's new, they go in the gym and they do a set of 10.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, I've had my nephews and nieces and I've had a bunch of family members come in and they go to do something and the 8 or 9 year old kid will say, oh, that was easy.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, let's try to do it with like kind of correct form and then let's see what happens when you do like 12 reps.
Guys, we're working hard over here trying to learn, trying to bring our information to you, and we need your help. A lot of you guys watching these bites aren't subscribed, so just click that red subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can see when we continue to come out with this heat. Talk to y'all later.